Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody set the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest, man. Shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights. As long as
Hello, Ponjus and Bonani. Welcome to Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. It is so significant to have a positive mindset, more especially under these circumstances. So this network has the potential to completely revolutionize every aspect of your life and career. My name is Dr. Riel Ngunene, and I'm going to be your host for today. So if you're watching us online, please feel free to put in the chat box where you're watching us from and what you hope to achieve from our podcast. Today, we are surrounded by greatness in the World Wide Web. We have amazing speakers who's going to share some nuggets on how to grow your business, how to grow your business. So in the USA, we have Precious Claudia. And in Greece, we have Dr. Santi Andrew Hill. So at this moment, I'm just going to let our speakers to introduce themselves. You can go ahead, Precious.
Hi, everyone. My name is Precious, and I am out of the great state of Rhode Island. I am a certified life and performance coach where I help individuals who are overwhelmed, unfulfilled, need help getting clarity on their goals, and they struggle with time management. I am a mama of 5-year-old twin boys, a wife, and a full-time entrepreneur.
Oh, wow. It's such an honor to have you, Precious. And really, I am looking forward to hear more of your message today. Thank you for being with us. You can go ahead, Dr. Santi, and please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. And I always like to say good morning, good evening, and good afternoon in this sort of shows, because we're obviously on the opposite side of the world. And I want to start by saying that I am a teacher for German, English, and Greek. I have a master's degree in that. And then on top of that, I did 2 postmaster's degrees, one in journalism and one in public relations consultancy. But what I'm not writing in my CV is that I actually also worked as an actress, and I also gave lessons in dancing. So there's a little bit of mystery out there. And I'm also the founder and director of the International Poetry Festival of Naousa, which I'm going to be talking a little bit more about later. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for
Wow.
giving us.
It's an honor to have you, and look at those hidden talents that we were not even aware of, and I'm not too sure what else we're going to learn from your message today. It's an honor to have you, Dr. Xanti, and I'm looking forward to hear more of your message today. So Precious, I have a question for you. If you happen to have your own billboard, I can see your billboard coming down there in the busy highway in Georgia. What will your billboard say? You're muted.
I'm sorry, my billboard would say, make your pain your purpose.
Make your pain your purpose. Learn from that pain and turn that pain into your purpose, because you're not a prisoner of that pain, but just turn it into your own purpose. Serve your purpose. Go for your purpose. Wow, I love it. How about you? Dr. Xanti? I'm not too sure. Maybe your billboard is already down there in the busy highway in Greece. What will it say?
Well, yesterday I was thinking about it, and I thought I'd say aim high. But today I will say chase your dream if it's on the highway, and chase your dream, and give it your best shot. Because even if you fail, even if you don't reach the highest goal you set yourself on, you will go quite far, and it's all worth it.
Wow.
So chase your dream.
Just chase your dream. Chase your dream. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take you, but you know what? Chase your dream. So you turn that pain into purpose, and then after that, you chase your dream. I love it. So I believe my billboard will be the third billboard driving down the highway, and it's going to say what? The sky is no longer their limits, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights, and it's definitely coming. So we're going to get started where we have Precious Clouthier. She was born in Rhode Island, but shaped by her upbringing in the heart of Macon, Georgia. Resilience is a defining quality in her life's journey. And Precious is an accomplished author who self-published her first book, Precious Gems, which is the 365 Days of Encouraging Words in 2023. Wow. And beyond her writing, Precious Clouthier wears multiple hats, including that of a loving wife to Evan Clouthier and a dedicated mother to identical twin sons, Maurice and Jamari Clouthier. So as a certified life and performance coach, she possesses the skills to inspire and uplift, making her a sought-after motivational speaker. And her expertise extends to facilitating goal-setting workshops, benefiting schools, sales professionals, entrepreneurs, and people from all around the world. At the heart of her passion, Precious is the CEO and founder of Precious Gems LLC, which is an acronym representing her commitment to generating entrepreneurs and motivating souls. With over a decade of entrepreneurial experience, Precious has been invited to share her insights with both for-profit and non-profit organizations. And her mission is clear: to assist individuals worldwide in managing their time effectively, finding clarity in their goals, and crafting a path towards a brighter future. So Precious is a spiritual woman and is proud to be a child of God. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Precious Clouthier.
Thank you so much, Dr. Real, for having me today. And today we're talking about growing your business. And I just want to ask you all a question, because some of you all are probably struggling through this, right? And what we're going to talk about today is, how do you overcome obstacles to achieve the things that you want to achieve in your business and in your life, right? Because when we are entrepreneurs and when we are business owners, can we agree that we all going to go through some stuff, right? But it's through the obstacles and it's through the things that we go through that help us come out on the other side, right? And so if I can encourage any entrepreneurs today, is that when you are going through something in your business, I encourage you to persevere, right? I encourage you to make that pain your purpose, right? Because the one thing that we cannot do, right, is fall into the trap of sitting in that little box of saying, I'm going through this, I'm not going to focus on my business today. You know what, I'm going through this and I'm not going to make that call today. You know what, I'm going through this and I'm not going to go out and network today. I want you, when you're going through something, the way you're going to be able to overcome those obstacles is these 3 things that I'm going to go over today. And one, you have to know what it is that you're looking to achieve. What is your goal? What is it that you are looking to achieve for you and your family? If you're an entrepreneur, you may have a financial goal. You may say, this is the year that I'm not making 50K. I am going into the 100K, right? So when those obstacles come, you're reminded of the what that goal is for you. And then you're reminded of the why. Right? In order for us to overcome obstacles, we got to know, why is that goal important? Why is it important that you make $100,000 this year? Why is that important for you? Are you looking to break generational curses? Are you looking to travel more? Are you looking for time freedom? What is it for you? Right? And then you got to know, who are you doing it for? I know for me, growing up in Georgia, growing up in a struggle, living without it all, and my mom really just pouring into us discipline, even though she struggled with her own personal issues, right? I knew that we done been without it all. The lights, the gas, the water, you name it, we done been without it. But when I mentioned before, make your pain your purpose. And the reason why I said that, because even though we went through those obstacles, now I get to stand before you today with the accolades that Dr. Real stated, because I know who I'm doing it for, right? I'm doing it for my mom, who never really had a chance to live raising 8 kids, right? I'm doing it for my husband, who believed in me to quit my job, right? To be a full-time entrepreneur. I'm doing it for my kids, who really just, I don't want them to live the lifestyle that I was living growing up. And so when you are going through these things in your life, you are going through your obstacles, you need to remember what you're looking to achieve. You need to remember why you're looking to achieve it. You need to remember who you are doing it for. And then most importantly, you need to know when you would like to achieve it. What I went over with you all is my 4W method that I teach entrepreneurs to overcome the obstacles in their life, right? And so when you know the what, you now have to come up with action steps to achieve it, right? And so if you're someone here on this line and you're saying, hey, we're going to go back to the 100K. Hey, I want to make $100,000 a year. Do you know how? Have you wrote out a plan? Have you went to the drawing board and said, if I sign up this many clients, I will make this amount. If I work this many hours a week, I will make this amount. If I made this many calls, I will make this amount. If I went to this many networking events, I will make this amount. Sometimes what happens is that as entrepreneurs, we come up with a goal without the plan. And so if you come up with a goal without the plan, then what happens, you end up failing. And when you fail, you put the goal away. And I just want to encourage entrepreneurs, as you all are here to grow your business, when you come up with the goal, you come up with the plan. Make sure your action steps are measurable. And we're going to just talk about the SMART method really quickly, because your goal has to be specific, right? It has to be specific. Some people may say things like, I want to make a lot of money. We all want to make a lot of money, right? We all want to make a lot of money. But the specific goal is I want to make $100,000 this year. You see? And then it has to be measurable, right? It has to be measurable. So you have to ask yourself, how am I going to be able to measure this out to make sure I make it? Then it has to be attainable. And then more importantly, it has to be realistic. And I'm not saying don't shoot for the stars. But if you made 30,000 and you're looking to make 100,000, could that happen? Yes. But is that realistic if you haven't even hit the 50 mark yet? You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help some people here today because sometimes it's good to have audacious goals unless you have an audacious plan, right? But if you don't have an audacious plan to achieve that goal, then remember, a goal without a plan is simply a wish. And so I encourage you today for your goals for your business to be specific, for it to be measurable, for it to be attainable, for it to be realistic, and you have to have a time stamp for when you would like to achieve it. And so I want to encourage you all today is that when you come up with that goal and you come up with that plan, the next thing you have to do is execute. If you do not execute the plan, I promise you that your business will not grow. And so that's all my time I have for you all today. I hope this was helpful. And just remember that in order to overcome obstacles, your plan is going to allow you to push through those obstacles to help you build and grow your business. Thank you.
Wow, Precious. Oh, wow, that was a profound, much needed message around overcoming obstacles through effective goal setting. You've mentioned in the beginning that what do you really want to achieve and why do you want to achieve it? So if you have that kind of a goal, then you also have to come up with a plan because your goal at the same time, it has to be measurable and you'll have to be realistic. Like I was just taking notes as you were talking. Wow, what a profound, much needed message. You know what? I'll go back and watch the replay over and over again and absorb what you've just shared with us. Thank you so much, Precious, for such a profound, much needed message. So from the USA, now we are going to Greece where we have Dr. Xanthe Hondrouhil. Xanthe Hondrouhil is an award-winning Greek poetess. She was born in Germany and studied German and English literature, linguistics, journalism, and public relations management in Germany. She has worked as a public relations manager at the Greek consulate in Stuttgart. Stuttgart as a teacher for German, Greek, and English in translating poetry from and to all three languages. She has gained international recognition during the pandemic, and her poems have been published in many international prestigious media and anthologies around the world. She has won in 2022 the first prize at the Ghanaian Global Harmony Association and is a Poetess of the Year 2022 in China. She also won the 2023 Rockport Poetry Festival Award and has received awards in Ukraine, the Philippines, and Ecuador. She was named one of the 30 stars in India for 2022. She is a cultural ambassador for Oxygen Pen in Sri Lanka, also Namaste Magazine in India, and she's also the editor for poetry columns at Faretrack.info in Greece. Humanity in Russia, oh my God, the list goes on and on, as well as a co-editor for the International Poetry Magazine in China for the year 2022. She is the founder, creator, and director of the International Poetry Festival of Naosa. She also received in December 2023 an honorary doctorate from the Camerata International, in Madrid. So kings and queens, please join me and welcome Dr. Santi Andrew Hill.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and for giving me the opportunity to speak about my favorite thing. And it's a wish which actually came true. So I think I need to talk very specifics with Precious later on to see how I'm come to money from that, or through something else, who knows. So this International Poetry Festival, where I have the huge giant poster from it behind me here, supporting me, was an idea which I had from the beginning when I moved to Greece, which was like 25 years ago. So this wish became slowly a reality when I started actually doing small poetry presentations for people who are writing poetry and who were successfully publishing books. And then the first attempt of making something bigger was a night at the ancient theater of Mieza, which is not far from here, where the two big personalities of Greece met, which was Aristotle and Alexander the Great. So I had at that evening like 20 people from all North Greece coming in, and it was a stormy day and we were still reading poetry, and it was just magical. So from there, the idea of making something not just national but international actually started to become more doable, so that people actually will come to NASA. So I made the plan, and the plan was to actually host them in a hostel here in Nausa, which is usually inviting children from around the world to come and explore the forests and the nature, which is in abundance here, and it's very beautiful. So at the beginning of the school year, usually this is free. And I went and talked to the headmaster of this location, and he said, yes, of course, why not? Poetry? Yes, we love it. So it started coming slowly together. And then I asked the mayor of the town if he would host it under his auspices. And that was the first festival happening in 2022. And it was just such an amazing atmosphere when the poets started to come in, and we met for the first time after the pandemic. And as you well know, during the pandemic, it was very fashionable just to be with the finger on the map, which I love. And it's really great that we have this opportunity. But it was even more astonishing that they were pulling into my little town, into my little center of town, and drinking coffee right there in a corner. So the invitations, which I previously, of course, had crafted, were aiming at friendship and freedom and understanding of the nations and diversity and all of that, which is always very important for all the poets in the world. And one of my Greek friends wrote, "The heart of poetry beats in Nausa." So I thought that was really great, and I always want to mention him. And this is Dimitris P. Kraniotis, who is always by the side of the Poetry Festival and always is helping out. And then the funny thing happened. People started talking about it. So everybody who was here started talking about it, and we had like several very enthusiastic articles. And it started with India, with Prachi Gupta, who also has given me another award, but I'm not talking about that one now. In the Arab world by Ashraf Abul Yazid Dali, who is the creator of the Asian Network. In China, in the Boa Network by James Chiang and Grandmaster Jason Tang. In the Ukraine by Lig Academy by Elena Ananieva. And of course in Greece, all over Greece, all the people who were here just published in their local newspaper, and it just became, it started being very, very interesting. And the Voice of Salamina, which is like a little TV station now, broadcasted the first evening live. So that was, that just happened. So, and of course, I had people from all over the world and international organizations supporting that. And one of them was CISART, which you tried to, it's Camerata Internacional Escritores y Artistas in Spanish. I don't speak much Spanish, but, and it is led by Lily Bailon, which I can thank her from this point. So PEN Greece was supporting that on their social networks and with articles. And again, if I forget somebody, they might just have to allow me to forget. And then we had poets from all 5 continents, not 6, but 5 continents. So we had Australia, America, Europe, Asia, and I'm forgetting one again. But I can probably read it from the list. And Europe, of course, Europe. So, so that was very, very enthusiastic, and they all want to come back. So it was just like meeting your own tribe again, like people you've known for so many years, but who are actually your family. It felt like so familiar with all of us, and it was just a wonderful gathering. So, and of course, all the connections that you're doing, and it just exploded more and more, and I think it went all around the world. So we also created like poetry awards to make it more interesting for people to come. And so we had 3 for the Greek people and 3 for the international community. And yeah. And we had also many surprises, like things happened which we didn't expect to happen, like in the closing ceremony, the Turkish Cypriot and the Greek Cypriot, which are usually enemies, were holding hand in hand and were reading together their poems. So that was so emotional and so surprising. And we had like prizes from Ukraine coming over and being delivered by other poets who were there. I got the Richelieu prize there delivered by Isilda Nunes, who came from Portugal. So it was just an amazing thing to happen. And I'm getting overwhelmed. I shouldn't be, but I'm getting overwhelmed. And I apologize for that. So this is, so this happened for the first time, and I thought I will never do that again. But guess what? I did the next year as well. And this year it's happening again. So we're holding the 3rd year now. And I think it's growing more and more. And it is becoming a yearly event, which the town of Naousa also supports, because it's bringing fame to the town. It's bringing people into the town. It's bringing interesting folks which are going through it. For instance, we are looking at the archaeological places. So it's a little bit culture. If you want, they're bringing in with their culture, with the poetry. And it's, on the other hand, also the exchange of culture, which we have to offer, like the ancient cities of Mirza, with the ancient theater, with the tombs of the Macedonian tombs. And we also have like the industrial heritage, because Naousa was one of the cities which was very, very industrial during Turkish occupation, and very few people know that. So we have like factories which we are visiting, and we also have like an ancient archive which came from Asia Minor from the 1600s. So it's like it's a wonderful exchange, and I'm just very proud that this is happening. And since it was just a dream and it's becoming slowly reality, I'm just starting to actually understand that there are possibilities to for bigger corporations like for an anthology, as we have tried, and we gained the trust of editor who wants to actually print that and publish that. And yeah, so here we are.
What an international poetry festival that you've just put together, and now it's coming into a reality. So I have a question for you, Dr. Gshanti. What can you say are the strategies that you've used for you to grow your festival?
The strategy was that we're aiming high. We're aiming at high personalities. And we're rewarding these personalities with actually translating their work into other languages. Like for the Greeks, it will be translated into either German or English, their preferred language. And it's the three people at least who are being awarded with a higher prize. And the rest of the people can have the three poems which they are contributing to the festival. They will be translated into either English or German, because I'm speaking both languages equally good. So, and in the future, I'm planning to also publish an English anthology, so that the Greeks who are actually participating in that will be seen in a wider market, because we have really great poets here, but they are just here. They're not being seen abroad, and this is very sad. This is very sad, because there are good voices here. So I'm trying to actually do this exchange between international and national.
Wow.
So that was the strategy. It's coming slowly together, I have to say, not as fast as I wanted to, because it is also a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Wow. So now I'll have to ask myself, what's holding me back from actually putting a big show like the way you are doing? You've mentioned in the beginning that you've approached the mayor, because at the end of the day, you were just aiming for friendship. You were aiming for freedom. So you can see that it doesn't take a whole lot in order for you as an individual, like to grow your business, to grow your whatsoever show that you are holding. It's just, you just have to take the first step, approach the individuals that you think they might be perfect candidates for that festival that you're holding, and then aim to build friendships. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Gshanti, for sharing such a profound, much needed message, and all the best on your poetry festival, by the way, all the best. And I know this year you're gonna do bigger than you've done last year. So congratulations and all the best. Thank you for your message. So to our audience online, let me see, who do we have online here? Our audience online, if you happen to have any questions to any of the speakers, if you have any questions for Precious or maybe Dr. Gshanti, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat box, and then we're gonna come back and attend to your questions. I can see Annalie watching. I can see Jarvis is saying, hi, welcome, great to be part of this live, and thanks to giving back to society. And Mariah, she's saying that overcoming obstacles. And Jessica is saying, blessings, Precious, you are amazing. And Princess Sabe is saying connections, and I can see all the love Benoit is giving, and I can see all Stella Goodwill is also with us here. I hope I'm not skipping anyone's message, but honestly, our audience, Jarvis Bestman is also saying that fulfilling your business goals depend on your focus and making it a priority. because it is in your best interest. So I believe our audience really, from all of your amazing messages, they've been inspired, they've been motivated, and they're going to take the first step to grow their businesses because you've shared the nuggets today. So if you happen to have any questions, our audience online, to Precious, to Dr. Santi, please drop the questions and we're going to attend to your questions at the end of the podcast. So it's not going to be a show without me showing up and showing off. So I'm going to be the next and final speaker. But before I speak, let me quickly grab my bio and then I'll come back and speak. So please enjoy. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights, because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on professional development. Really, my goal as a mentor or as a coach, it's so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to pursue success and drive sustainable. I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. Mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel and Kunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights.
Dr. Nampumelelo Rial Kunene is an international human rights policy analyst who consults on policies and procedures related to human rights compliance. She is a highly sought-after, energetic, certified Lace Brown international speaker. This passionate leader holds a PhD with a discipline in leadership and business. Dr. Rial N. Kunene is the author and host to Rise to Greater Heights, a book and YouTube channel to turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. She is also a coach, mentor, and an MC, well known for encouraging many to rise from mediocrity into greatness. Her vision is not only to motivate, but also to empower audiences with a fresh perspective inspiration they require to pursue success and drive sustainable outcomes. In a seriously funny way, Dr. Kunene is an award-winning author, 10 times #1 Amazon and international best-selling author. Her #1 best-selling book, Rise to Greater Heights, has inspired and empowered many to pursue their personal and professional passion to become go-getters. As a trainer, diplomacy protocol officer, and strategist, Rial believes that we are in full control of our choices. Her mission is to meet the needs and transform lives of her clients and her audience. She is also a true advocate for creating new policies that uphold human rights and prevent human rights violations. Dr. Kunene's purpose is to teach everyone about human rights and help organizations understand and promote human rights. Her goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs, then design a plan of inspired action to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. This change maker, trailblazer, and revolutionary is pushing boundaries and creating a real change worldwide. Like a phoenix that never accepted defeat and rose from its own ashes, she wants to challenge you to unleash your greatness and rise to greater heights. Dr. Rial N. Kunene wears many hats. As a professional certified sales manager, CEO, certified travel counselor, publisher, medical esthetician, philanthropist, and a commissioner for oaths, following her dreams gave her purpose to see her goals through and understand that she does have everything she needs to reach her full potential. Her everyday message is that your journey to be a better person starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core will make you understand that you are the only one who can accomplish your dreams. Hebrews 11, Psalms 27 and 40 keeps her to rise to greater heights. The sky is no longer the limit, but now the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Kings and queens, please join me. Welcome, Dr. Rial Nkunene.
Wow, thank you so much, amazing speakers. Like your messages really, they resonate with me. Precious mentioned that in order for you to be successful, in order for you to grow that business, you'll have to overcome obstacles that you might be going through. And how do you overcome those obstacles? Through effective goal setting. And then Dr. Zante on the other side, she was like, you know what's holding you back? Just take the first step. If you're planning whatsoever big festival, approach the right individual, approach the right candidates for that show. And then, you know what? She believes in building friendship like I do. Build friendships and freedom. That's what we all have to do. So I'm going to ask yourself, what are your steps that you are using to grow your own business? You know, because growing a small business isn't just easy. It's not easy, but growing it is often a necessity for your business's survival. So learning how to grow your business isn't just a worthy goal. It is one of the toughest challenges many face when maybe they are trying to get out of their normal 9-to-5 daily grind. But after that, it's just a simple matter of taking actions and putting it in the work to scale. For like anything in life, really, like anything in life or in business, rapid growth, it doesn't happen overnight. You'll have to put in some work in there, because every aspect of your business, it deserves attention to turn it into the income generating powerhouse that you envisioned for. So you really don't have to see the whole staircase in life to get to the top, but you need to take the first step to get to the top. As my mentor always say, that you don't have to be great to get started, but you'll have to get started to become great in life. So get started today and try to get more knowledge on how you can actually grow your own business. Whatsoever hustle that you are doing, how can you grow it? So from employee training to marketing, really, there are several successful steps to consider if you wish to see your business grow. So always, I'm forever a student, so I believe that our audience are forever students too. So if you can please write it down, write step number 1 on how you can actually grow your business. The same strategy I've used to grow my own business, you can apply it to your business. So step number 1, you'll have to build strategic partnerships. Build strategic partnerships. You know, once you've decided you want to grow your business, the next step is to identify partnerships. Strategic partnerships with the right companies, really, it can truly make a world of difference in your business. So go out there and build strategic partnerships. And then step number 2, if you can understand customer service, it's so crucial that you understand customer service. You can only develop products and services that will bring a huge hit if you understand your customers' needs, and develop products and services that meet those needs. So one way to understand exactly what your customers want is by personalizing your services and encouraging them to provide feedback to you, so that you know for sure whatsoever you provide for them is what they really need. So it's a wake-up call, good people. It's a wake-up call, kings and queens. It's a wake-up call to grow your business. But when that alarm clock goes off, please, 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 don't ever hit the snooze button. Don't be like, I'll wake up in the next 2 minutes. I'll wake up in the next 4 minutes. You know what? Forever is a long time. Why don't you just wake up, get going, and grow your business? And that step that you can actually grow your business that I've used is also to establish customer loyalty. Establish customer loyalty. And it takes time to encourage customers to come and buy from you whatsoever you offer. So loyalty programs are a great way to increase sales. So build that customer loyalty. Did you know that it costs up to like 3 times more money to acquire a new customer than it takes to sell something to an existing customer? So building brand awareness in your local community, for example, it's just a great way to attract new business in that community. So build that customer loyalty. If they do referrals, try to maybe appreciate those who refer more clients to you. And then step number 4, you'll have to conquer a niche market. Yes, conquer that niche market. Make sure you've clearly outlined your project scope. So do you all remember the analogy of the big fish in a small pond? the big fish in a small pond. So the niche market is more like the pond. So you should monitor where your customers are coming from in order for you to measure whether your marketing activities are successful or not. So refine your approach if something is not working for whatsoever reason, and then this can lead you into a related line of business, or maybe an entirely different one. But you'll have to you'll have to niche that market. You'll have to really target whatsoever clientele that you wanna sell your products to. You'll have to kind of bring it to a niche market. But one thing that you'll have to understand is that you can't give from an empty cup. You can't give from an empty cup. So fill your cup first with knowledge, fill your cup with more wisdom. Go out there and attend networking events around growing your business so that your cup is always full. Fill your cup, and then from the overflow, you're going to be able to share with the world. From the overflow, you're going to be able to grow your business, because you can't give from an empty cup. And then step number 5, which is the last step that I've actually used, was to maximize my social media. Maximize your social media. Without a doubt, social media is a powerful tool to promote your business to potential customers. So your business must have something that it is passionate about to gain valuable insights through social listening. So maximize social media in order for you to grow that business. As flight attendants always say that you'll have to put on your oxygen mask first before you assist the person who sits next to you, because if you don't, trust me, when the flight goes down, you will definitely go down. So put on that oxygen mask first. That oxygen mask first is the steps, the strategies that you can use to actually grow your business. That's your oxygen mask. Just put it on to yourself before you go ahead and help the individuals who are sitting next to you, your family, your kids. But that oxygen mask, it should be worn by you before you assist the person who's sitting next to you, because the reality is your journey to be a better person, it doesn't start with your neighbor, it doesn't start with your family, it doesn't start with your spouse, it doesn't start with your children. The reality to be a better person, it starts with you. So knowing who you are to your core, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach to your full potential. So don't ever give up on your heart's desires. You know, just recall this, just in case you can't find a way, that you can have the drive within you to become what you really want in life. You know, I am a firm believer of affirmations. So we're going to affirm this together. We're going to affirm this together by placing your left hand on your chest as if you are taking an oath, and raising your right hand. We're going to affirm this together, that I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. Can you say it one more time as if you have faith in your own powerful voice? And guess what? It will echo throughout the whole universe. Say, I can have the drive within me to become what I really want in life. You know, just give yourself a round of applause, because you can have the drive within you to become what you want to be in life. You can have the drive within you to get where you want to be in the next 6 months. You can have the drive within you. The drive is just inside of you. It's not from the outside of you. You can have the drive within you to achieve whatsoever you put your mindset in. That drive is just inside of you. So just go for it, go for it, go for it and succeed. Because it's so funny how my mom and dad gave me this beautiful, beautiful name, Nompumelelo. Really, Nompumelelo. I know many, when they try to say my name, they always butcher my name. But Nompumelelo, in my own language, it means mother of all success. So you can see that I am really, really challenged to chase after success. No matter what comes my way, I'll have to chase after success. So if I may ask you, how many of you have dreams and goals that you want to achieve? Maybe let me say in the next 6 months. I know myself, I'm one of those. I want you, as you think about your dreams and goals, to put this down. Rise to greater heights. Rise to greater heights. Because you need to be clear about your career goals in order for you to gain guidance on our professional development. So as a coach or as a mentor, like many of us here, my goal is so simple. My goal is to study your current situation, identify limiting beliefs and other potential obstacles that you might be facing, and then design a plan of inspired actions to empower you to achieve specific outcomes in your life. I so wish that you can just tell yourself that, you know what, I've had enough. All these amazing speakers have shared more nuggets on how you can actually grow your business, starting from overcoming those obstacles in order for you to have a really defined goal that you just want to achieve. And then Dr. Xanthi on the other side, she was like, you know what, just go approach the right individuals, build those relationships, friendships, because at the end of the day, we just want to have that freedom to live a balanced life while you're just enjoying life with your family. That's what you need. So I so wish that you can just tell yourself that, you know what, I've had enough from all these amazing speakers. So it's high time you go out there and be the change and make a difference in your business, in your community, in whatsoever stuff that you are engaged with. You'll have to be the change. You'll have to make a difference. But in order for you to go out there and be the change and make a difference, trust me, you've got to be hungry. You've got to be hungry like the hungry lion in the jungle. Really, that hungry lion in the jungle, it doesn't matter what kind of animal comes his way. It doesn't matter if you're that giant elephant or that small squirrel by the jungle. All that hungry lion sees in front of his face is lunch. Yes, it's lunch. And it's so funny though, because even with elephants, when they see a lion, what they do is that they run. It's all about the mindset. Once you believe, you become. They already told themselves that, you know what, I'm a lion to that lion. So each and every time when I say lion, I'll have to run. I believe we need the lion mindset in order for us to grow our businesses, because I believe that we all rise together, and we rise by lifting each other up. We don't rise by tearing anyone down or maybe stepping on another person to get to the top, but we rise by lifting each other up, and we rise to greater heights by doing so. You know, it's so funny. When I was in the 8th grade, I was nicknamed Phoenix. I'm really going to cut the story short here. I was nicknamed Phoenix after writing a composition using the idiomatic expression that says, I rose from the ashes, meaning I rose from the ashes like a phoenix bird, meaning I became successful again. Really, that English teacher, she didn't know that the nickname Phoenix, it resonates with me. And it also aligns with my destiny. So for those of you who don't know the phoenix bird, the phoenix is a Greek mythological bird believed to rise from its own ashes after being buried like hundreds of years ago. This immortal creature acquires new life by rising from the ashes of its own ancestor, which represents our capacity for vision and success. So I want to encourage you, if you're watching and listening under my voice today, that when your world comes crashing down, wear your scars to show how a phoenix feels like to die from inside, and trust in your own capability to rise from your own ashes, since the phoenix has to die, burn, and experience pain before resurrection from its own ashes. Please write this down in conclusion. Resilience to greatness. Resilience to greatness. And I know you've heard this before, that your setback is your setup for your comeback. Your setback is your setup for your comeback. So if I can be honest with you, I don't know what goals you've set for the next 6 months. I don't know what dreams you have for your own future. But here's one thing I know about you. You are destined for greatness. Inside of you, God has put seeds of excellence. Those seeds are supposed to grow and flourish. But many people have become crippled by their past encounters. And some they've stepped over another people to get to the top. But you know, I believe that with God, God has a better plan for every one of us. Your objective is what you're designed for, and the reason why you live today. With God, I believe that we're all destined for greatness as long as we follow His strategy. This is when the growth commences, because discovering your gifts and following God's idea, it will make you understand that you have everything around you to reach your full potential. My everyday inspiration, Mr. Les Brown, he once said, if you had to die today, at this very moment, at this hour, what dreams, what ideas, what visions, what goals, what skills, what talents, and what books will die with you? And the late Dr. Miles Monroe continued saying that the richest place on this planet is the cemetery, because that's where all the goals, all the visions, all the skills, all the talents have been buried. Honestly, I don't know about you, but with me listening to all these amazing messages, it did something within me. I remember it very well when I started journaling my first book, Rise to Greater Heights. And honestly, I lost the count when I got to 10, because I told myself that, you know what, I've got everything around me. So it gave me a purpose to see my goals through and understand that I do have everything around me to reach my full potential. So this year, I am also determined to rise to greater heights with as many motivated professionals, many motivated individuals, maybe who are ready to start, grow, and scale their businesses within 90 days. Or perhaps you are that individual, maybe you started writing your book and then you were like, you know what? I don't have time for this, so I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and then the tomorrow never came. So you decided to put it aside. So if you just wanna write and publish your #1 best-selling book, and that book has to be selling. It has to be selling. It shouldn't be kept in the Amazon shelves for like years and years. It has to be selling. So I offer a free, no obligation, 30-minute friendly Zoom consultation call, which will allow me to find out more about the issues that you are experiencing, and also to see if you are a perfect fit for any of my programs that I offer, because I don't just work with everyone, but I work with specific individuals who really gonna gain something from my program. So if you are interested in becoming that public speaker, maybe an author, a coach, or maybe you're just that entrepreneur who just want to multiply your income by doing what you truly love and making a real impact out there, I just want to empower you to become a highly effective and an inspiring leader with a kind of personalized, scalable, measurable, but a scalable program. So go on my website at www.risetogreaterheights.com and book that free consultation call with me. And yes, everything I do in life or in business, it comes with a guarantee. So for whatsoever reason, maybe you try one of my programs and you don't see the results, trust me, 100% money back guarantee, because my ultimate goal is that you feel extremely confident about your purpose. So we'll take it one step at a time, and you are definitely going to transform. So if you give me your why, I will show you the how. How cool is that? So this consultation, it offers accountability, education, growth, as well as success. And you might have to ask yourself, why is she doing this? Why now? I'm glad you've asked that, because you know what? I've been there, I've done it, and I know how it feels like. I remember myself like 5 years ago. Honestly, I was completely lost in the hustle. I was exhausted. I was overwhelmed. I remember I had ton of ideas, but there was no tried and true strategy to run with my ideas. So it was only when I invested in coaching, and then I created my first premium offer, then things started to change. And then I built an income generating business, just doing what I truly love, what I'm passionate about. So now it's your turn to build your own wealth, because you know what? The power is just inside of you. So go out there on my website at www.risetogreaterheights.com and book that free consultation call, because you know what? Growing up, I didn't have much in life because my father decided to have an early departure from this planet Earth. But I thank God that I missed that flight, because I'm still here. I'm still sharing my message. I'm still impacting as many lives as much as I can, because I had everything because of my mama's love. And I love you, love you, love you so much, mom. So I think whosoever said that the sky is the limit was wrong. From today on, I, Dr. Riel Ngunene, believe that the sky is our point of view. So let's all rise to greater heights. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, amazing speakers. So at this moment, please feel free to share with the audience how they can reach out to you, how they can work with you, share your freebie, as well as share your final thoughts. So Precious, the stage is yours, Queen. Take it away.
Thank you so much. And a profound message as well. So many nuggets. I took my notes as well. Thank you so much. For those of you who are on the line, I will be having a free workshop from, I'm going to call Procrastination to Productivity. So it is going to be a free workshop. I'm having that. I do also do 30-minute consultation strategy calls to see if we're a fit for each other. And you can visit, I have my website here. You can visit preciousgems.pd.com, or you can also visit, or you can also email me at preciousgemspd@gmail.com to inquire the 30-minute consultation there. And that's what I have going on right now. And I posted the link to the free workshop in the group chat. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Precious. And I believe our audience really, am I muted? Okay, I believe our audience, they will definitely reach out to you because they just need this accountability partner who will just hold them hand by hand, and you know what, you'll be like, let's set your goals. What do you want to achieve? Why do you want to achieve it? The way you are just sharing your message. So thank you, and I believe that our audience will definitely reach out to you. Yes, you can go ahead, Dr. Xanthi, and please share with the audience.
I am reachable on Facebook with the name as you see it there. And I also have a secondary group and page also on Facebook, which is called Movements for Arts and Poetry. Where also events and things like that are gonna be posted when it happens, and it's also a poetry group where people who are interested in poetry can read about poetry or post their own poems on there. My email address is Xanthi Hondruhil, as you see it under my name, and it's at gmail.com. So I will be happy to receive any sort of messages from you or invitations or for participating in poetry events or any other sort of events where we can talk. And I also hold every now and then online poetry sessions, and yeah, that's all on my side.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Xanthi. And I believe really our audience, for the love of poetry, they should reach out to you. And I remember myself, like back in the days, I used to do that. I wonder why I stopped, but yeah, so I believe our audience will definitely reach out to you, and they just need someone who is more knowledgeable in their field, the way you are doing, and share your wisdom. And if they're, like you've mentioned, if they just want to post their own poems, they are free to post on your page. So I believe our audience will definitely be in touch with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, and to both of you, really, we appreciate your presence here. Precious, we appreciate your presence here, Dr. Xanthi. I know we're all busy, we have busy schedules, but for you to spare that 90 minutes to be with us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, really, we don't take it for granted. So we are so honored, we are humbled for you just to come here and bless this platform with your wisdom. So we appreciate both of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And to our audience online, oh my goodness, thank you so much for joining us here at Rise to Greater Heights Network, where you can turn your fears into greater success while seizing new opportunities. I hope from all these amazing messages, from all these amazing speakers, you've been inspired, you've been motivated, and you are ready to rise to greater heights. So do join us next week at the same time, same place. Thank you. Merci. Siyabonga.
Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let him laugh, let him weep, let him yell, let him sing. All they wanna say. Let him lay me traps and men to pray to Jehovah, me I pray. Let I be me instead of playing games. For chasing fame, let somebody set the lack of flames. No, living my life to the fullest and shout out my halala to the fullest. Let my lungs out. I'm still rising up to greater heights as long as